Every day, all over the country, millions of people are struggling to find the cash they need to make ends meet or to realise their dreams.
40, 60, 80.
Withdraw £500.
50, 65.
Thank you, Lisa.
OK.
Many struggle to qualify for high street borrowing, making them vulnerable to illegal loan sharks.
That first £100 loan leads to another, leads to another.
But there are a growing number of community banks or credit unions that are offering a helping hand, whilst at the same time supporting the local area.
We are looking to offer you a loan.
20, 40, 60, 70, 80.
We've had our ups and downs like any other family would in a family business.
They gave me the option of what I could afford. I could actually live again and actually save again.
From household emergencies to kick-starting a new life or business.
Organic veg boxes.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm still excited. It's like I'm getting married. It's crazy.
We're following some of these life-changing stories.
It basically meant that something that I never thought I'd ever do in my life was actually going to happen.
Without that help, the transformation to my life would have been impossible.
So it's a win-win situation, really.
Today, a loan makes the world of difference to a family's holiday plans.
I've applied for £1,000 because I'm taking the kids away on holiday in July. So I'm in a bit of a situation where I'm very desperate for the money at the moment.
A small loan helps a mum launch her own Islamic clothing line.
I'm trying to just fuse the two cultures, the Eastern and Western culture, in one style.
And how an ex-army major is back on top after problem debts cost him everything.
From my first bet to my last bet, I probably spent £750,000 on gambling.
Can I please apply for a loan?
Sure.
Most of us rely on some form of credit.
The funds will reach your account between 3 and 5 this afternoon.
Whether for a new car, mortgage or mobile phone, it's part of modern life. So much so, the average UK household now has £13,000 of unsecured debt.
I was relying on credit cards and just continued throughout my 20s in kind of free fall.
And those unable to borrow from traditional lenders like banks and building societies have been turning to high-interest payday loans or illegal money lenders, often escalating a small loan into unmanageable debt.
You may be borrowing £100, but you're going to be paying back £300. So it just doubles and triples in price, and that's when things start to get hairy.
But there are alternatives.
Right, OK, that's shown on the account, just hasn't gone off yet.
Helen Spigen, the membership number.
Credit unions are not-for-profit organisations regulated by the Bank of England.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Take it easy.
They are set up for the benefit of the community, with members' savings used to offer low-interest ethical loans.
We are for the people that maybe the high street banks feel are too much of a risk. The credit union is there for everyone, and it's really doing good in the community.
Take care, all the best. Bye.
Hello, good morning.
One credit union that has been catering for the community of South London for the last 35 years is London Mutual.
Good morning, London Mutual Credit Union. How can I help?
Manager Lucky heads up the Peckham branch.
The credit union it started back in 1984. When I joined back in 1993, we had about 900 members, and we currently have about 27,000 members.
Hiya. Hello. Can I put 25 into this account, please? Of course you can, no problem.
We encourage our members to save while they're paying the loan. It's just how the credit unions work. We had a number of our members who are surprised to see the amount that they saved every month.
OK, yes, so you can clear your loan, and that's how much you'll have left in your savings, yeah?
The credit unions are mainly owned by its membership. So whatever the profits we make, we share with all the members. That's a different approach, if you like, compared to other financial organizations.
Thank you so much for your help. You're welcome. You take care. Bye-bye.
Today, long-standing member Lorraine has popped in for some extra cash.
I've applied for a loan today for redecoration in my front room, and the loan I'm applying for is £700. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it. If I didn't get the loan today, I'd be really disappointed because I want to get the front room done because my daughter's having a baby, so I want it nice and sparkling when she comes.
Please go to counter 2.
What it is, I applied for a loan on Saturday. They sent me through a text yesterday to say that they're considering my loan. Could I bring down some bank statement and wage slip? That's my bank statement because I've lost them indoors. These are my wage slips, and that's one from February.
Right, okay. What I'll do is I'll put it through and see if they contact you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so I won't get a decision today?
It usually takes up to 10 working days.
All right, because I thought it was just like a top-up I was asking for, that was all.
Yeah, it is a top-up, but the revolving loan is only for people that are just on benefits alone.
Okay.
If you work, it's a total different loan form. But you do need a proof of address, council tax letter, or have you got anything else on you?
21st of the 4th, would that do?
April, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's your proof of address. Yeah, so if you fill this in now, and then I'll put it through for you.
Okay.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yep.
All right? Okay. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got to fill this form in now. Well, I've never experienced this. All the time I've ever had loans with them, I've never had to do this. I just want to get it sorted.
Lorraine will need to return to the Peckham branch to see if her loan arrives before her new grandchild. While credit unions cater more for personal needs, there are responsible lenders making a world of difference to would-be entrepreneurs by providing small loans to help people start up on their own.
You really need a steady hand for this.
Like mum of two Yusra from Cardiff, who needed a loan to turn her passion for fashion into a business.
I've been interested in fashion from a really young age. I feel like I was able to draw before I wrote, and that really reflected a huge part of me.
Yusra's concept is to make fashionably unique, modestly chic, Islamic-style clothing for the Western market.
Traditionally, I think people think of modest fashion and as being Muslim fashion, so anything that would cover you up from head to toe, any black abaya or what they call burqa, that's drapey and huge and not necessarily fashionable. I'm trying to break that misconception and bring out the beauty in modest fashion and just make girls who dress modestly feel like $1 million and feel red carpet ready. So I'm trying to just fuse the two cultures, the Eastern and Western culture, in one style, and that's my aim.
Yusra's had a tough time getting her business off the ground.
I feel like there was a lot of criticism from my community. It's not the norm for a married woman to go after her passion. It comes with a lot of traveling and a lot of meetings and a lot of everything, and that's not the norm in my culture. I just want to show the world that Muslim women shouldn't be defined by the way they dress, and it is okay to, in fact, go for a career path that is non-conventional Islamically. People will always criticize you and try and hold you back, but you need to be passionate, persistent, and patient, and I think I have all three traits.
As a busy mum of two, Yusra decided to sell her clothes online and turned to Purple Shoots, a business finance charity, for a £3,000 loan.
When I wanted to go for a loan, I didn't choose a high street bank because I feel like banks cater to themselves and not to the borrower's needs. That's why I chose a CDFI, because I felt like it was more personal and it came with a lot of support. They care about the person in front of them and they actually genuinely want them to succeed.
Her business advisor was Karen Davies.
So I like Yusra's approach because she was challenging misconceptions about the way Muslim women should be and what Muslim women should wear. She was loyal to her religion in that the clothing she was offering was modest, but it was beautiful, it was feminine, it was attractive, and it was blurring the lines between between the cultures. She'd thought about how to make the business work and how to actually develop it into something bigger. So, you know, she'd started it small, just making a few small things, and I could see she had potential to go a lot further.
Purple Shoots gave Yusra the £3,000 she needed to expand her business.
The money I borrowed helped me with a few things. It helped me get fabrics for the collection I'm currently working on for my fashion show, and it also helped me do stuff like hire a pattern maker, because that could get really expensive.
Thanks to the loan, Yusra's designs are now on the fashion industry's radar. She's been asked to exhibit at the prestigious London Fashion Week.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, colours are really nice.
Her friends are on hand to help choose what to showcase.
Well, it speaks of that kind of tropical theme, that story that you're going for too with the fabric, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think even though her fashion is modest, it's modest fashion, it's really transferable, not just for kind of that Muslim culture, but actually Western culture too.
She always supports people, she'll always share people, support different brands and communities, which is why we're such a close-knit group of friends, and it's just nice to see.
It's very exciting to be approached for this fashion show, because it could be it for me, like to get noticed by the right people, the right buyers. It will just be the beginning of very exciting things.
In London,
If you could check and sign that for me, please.
Lorraine has returned to the credit union to see if she's been granted the money she needs to spruce up her home, ready for the arrival of her new grandchild.
I applied for a loan to help me decorate my front room so I can get it all done in one swoop instead of bits and pieces. I want to get some new carpets. The walls need a good paint and a bit of gloss just to sprite it up. If I didn't get the loan, then I suppose I wouldn't be able to do it just on my wages alone. It would be on hold until I've got enough money to do it. So I am hoping I get it, fingers crossed.
Loan Officer Jay is in charge of Lorraine's application.
So what I would first do with this application is check documents that she provided. Okay, so I'm looking at her bank statements now as well. I can see she receives her wages regularly. Okay, so documents look fine to me. What I would go on to next is a credit file. So I'm just going to check that right now.
The only thing that I think could go against me would be that I have an outstanding loan still that I'm paying off.
One thing I've noticed here, she already has a loan outstanding with us. So I'm just going to look into this. The only concern I have, the current loan balance is actually quite high.
If they say no, they say no. So what can you do?
How you doing, Lorraine?
Hi,
you all right?
How are you?
Nice to meet you. My name's
And
Jay.
you. Hi, Jay.
Hi, do you want to take a seat here?
Yeah.
How you doing today? You all right?
I'm okay, yeah.
Good. What are your plans for the loan?
To redecorate my front room.
Oh, wow.
And get it done once and for all.
Is that for summer or just in general?
Well, my daughter's having a baby and it's due October, so I want to get it done before she gets here.
Really nice. A lot of babysitting for yourself then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have some news for you today. Your loan's been approved for the full amount of £700. We can offer the full amount because you've had good history of us. You've repaid your previous loans really well with us.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're really happy with your commitment with us.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy about that.
Happy, yeah?
I should be B&Q, here I come.
Any questions today? Sorry.
No.
No?
Everything seems fine. And I'm very pleased.
That's it for today.
Okay, thank you.
Let me just get that for you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, yeah?
Bye-bye.
Take care.
I got a good result. I got the full amount that I asked for, the £700, and now I can get my front room done. And I'm very, very happy.
It went really well. She's really pleased. So it's really good to help out there.
So I'm going to keep coming back. I love credit union.
Still to come, how debt advice transformed the life of a gambling addict.
Gambling took everything from me. It took my wife and children away. It took the house I owned. It took my job.
And a loan helps a mum after divorce left her struggling to care for her son.
The cupboards were starting to get bare and there was really only enough meal for one.
Problem debt can affect anyone, whether you're on benefits, the minimum wage, or have a six-figure salary. Hannah Maundrell is from money.co.uk.
We're not brought up talking about money. It's literally the last taboo, and I just think that makes it terrible because you don't feel like you can go to your friends, go to your family and say, look, I've got a problem here. And that's why, you know, there's such a big issue around debt and mental health, because people don't have an outlet for it.
For many of us, money is our biggest worry.
Just making salary last through to the end of the month and paying for everything. I mean, unfortunately, utilities are going up, food's going up, and the only thing that doesn't seem to be going up is my salary.
What worries me the most about money is not being able to pay my bills, and I've got kids, so not being able to buy the essentials for the kids, and not being able to pay the biggest outgo, which is my mortgage.
Getting to the end of the month, making ends meet.
If I did come into some money, I think the first thing that I would do would be to pay off my mortgage and probably my Barclays card Visa.
Up to 32 million people in the UK regularly gamble on a big lottery payout. For most, it's a harmless flutter. But for some, the allure of winning big can lead to an uncontrollable spiral of unaffordable debt.
I'd like to introduce you to someone who didn't win. He chose tails and he lost, and that's what his talk is all about. Please welcome Justin Rees-Larkham.
On the 17th of August 2013, 5 million people woke up and bought a copy of the Daily Mail. Some of those people may have opened up and seen inside and read the story about some idiot ex-army major who gambled away £750,000 in 3 years, losing his family, his children, his job, his home, pretty much everything. That person was me.
48-year-old Justin is a former gambling addict.
I was reckless, not only with my money, not only with my wife's money, but with money that I had borrowed. Over the course of the 3 years, from my first bet to my last bet, I probably spent £750,000 on gambling.
Justin's life started very promisingly. After leaving college, he spent 8 years in the army, rising to the rank of major.
For 2 months, I was the youngest major in the British Army. So I guess you could say in the army, life was successful, but I was restless. I was never quite content with what I had. And when I heard that there wouldn't be a promotion in line for another 6 years, at the age of 30, I left. I went to work in the city. I went from leading 460 people on an operational tour in Bosnia to being the junior T-boy.
Justin wasn't a T-boy for long. He climbed the insurance industry ladder to become a top broker.
Within 2 years, I was one of the youngest managing directors of a division of a global financial services company, working in the city. I had plenty of money. Everything was looking good. I married the girl of my dreams. We bought our house together. We both had nice cars. We had nice holidays. I guess you would say that we were doing well financially.
Justin and his wife started a family. But when their son Matthew was just 11 months, they became aware something wasn't right.
We'd noticed our son Matthew wasn't using his right hand. So we took Matthew to get a diagnosis, and he was diagnosed with something called right-side hemiplegia. It's a form of cerebral palsy. He'd had a stroke when he was born. 1 week later, Matthew had a huge fit in my arms. He stopped breathing, turned blue, and I was giving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to him. The ambulance came, and he was okay, but I wasn't. It absolutely knocked me for six. I really struggled to come to terms with the fact that my son had this disability, and it was a week later that I placed my first bet. You know, I won that bet, and I've asked myself time and time again, what would have happened if I'd lost? I think I would have closed my laptop down, thought, what a waste of time. But I won, and that kind of, I remember that feeling of winning, thinking, whoa, you know, I could sit here and make money rather than travelling out to London and back every day. I guess that was sort of part of the delusion.
It was the start of an addiction that would ultimately destroy everything Justin held dear.
I gambled online all the time, but I had a separate account from my wife. She trusted me completely with all our finances, so I paid everything from my own account. I had plenty of money coming in, but one day I realised I was losing more often than I wasn't. I calculated how much I'd lost over the course of 3 months. It was about £700, and that made me really cross. So I thought, I'll win it all back in one go, and then close my account down, because you know, this gambling thing's beginning to get to my head a bit. I put £1,000 down, the outcome of a tennis match. I lost that bet. And when I did, the first thing I did was call the bank, arrange an overdraft, and put another £1,000. And now, for the first time, there was a hole in our finances.
His gambling was now totally out of control. But as Justin was holding down a job, his wife still had no idea anything was wrong.
To cover up those losses, I began to bet more recklessly, more frequently, and with higher stakes. I lost about £150,000. I was spending much more than I was earning, and that meant that I had to borrow. That meant I moved, when I'd used up all my bank loans or my credit cards, I moved on to payday loans. I think by the end I probably had something like 11 payday loans. The thing about a compulsive gambler is we've become very, very deceitful and very creative in how we hide things. I covered everything up.
From secret overdrafts and payday loans, Justin's deception knew no bounds, even when it came to the family home.
One day someone came and offered us a good price for our house, and we took it. I took the equity from the sale of that house and I put it into my account. I had spent the equity. I'd squandered it. I withdrew as a husband, I withdrew as a dad, and one day Emma opened the fridge and there was no food. I had 2 young boys to feed, but I had no means of paying. It was about 5 days before payday, but we went to the supermarket and in my wallet was my corporate card, a card I could only use for work expenses. I paid for the food on my corporate card. And I thought, oh, it's okay, I'm not stealing that money. If they ask, I'll just say I got my cards mixed up and I'll pay it back at the end of the month. But a few days later, I realised that my corporate card worked on my gambling account. And that's when I knew, when I pressed that button, my career was over.
Justin ended up losing far more than just his job. We'll find out later how he turned his life around. The Peckham branch of London Mutual want to prevent the next generation falling into the same debt trap as Justin. So manager Lucky and his team are keen for savers to start early.
We encourage them to get into the habit of savings. They get money from the parents, the pocket money, every week, and they come and save 5p, 10p a week. Junior members save nearly £700,000 so far. Those are small amounts saved regularly. That's the key thing.
Mom Ali and her 2 daughters are all regular savers.
Last week I opened up an account for the girls. They're allowed to go to the shop every day to buy something, so just teaching them it's good to at least save half of it, put in the bank, you know. My mum and my granddad always told me to save. You're always maybe going to need it at some point. Even if you have it, doesn't mean you have to spend it. And maybe it can grow as well.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
The kids' accounts, I've got their numbers. Do you want me to write it down for you? So they go to the shop and they spend half their money and then half their money they put in the bank.
Well done, very good.
We're here to put money in our bank just in case we see something we really like and it's costs a lot. When I'm older, I want to buy a car and I want to get a job. And I want to buy something decent, like a bike.
They do know how to spend money. So I hope that this can help them to save as well as knowing how to spend it very well.
We're here to put our money in our bank so we can be extra rich.
What are we putting in?
£1, 10p.
Okay.
My mum, she taught us to save, and it's I like it when we save up.
Thank you, thank you. You can just check and sign that for me, please.
Oh, my signature. I want to do my signature.
They're very excited.
OK, thank you. That's your money's in yours. Next.
How much have you put in your account? 100. No.
How much are we putting in?
How much are you putting in? What's that?
£1.
£1, OK. Thank you.
Hopefully they will learn that saving and working, you know, putting down a little something, goals, ambitions, I want to just implement that into my children so they could be good at that, you know.
Well done, girls.
That's it.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
We don't know how much we've got in our account yet, but but my mum knows.
Next in is Mum Chantel,
I'm gonna press the button for Mummy.
who's looking for a loan to treat her daughter.
I'm here today because I would like to apply for a loan. It's my daughter's 12th birthday coming up and I would really like to do something special for her. I would like to apply for £800 so I can give her a good birthday that she deserves. What else can you see? What else? Let's see, woo-woo. I've been a member of the credit union for 10 years now, so yeah, long time. If I didn't have the credit union, I would be in financial difficulty because there's nowhere else to really borrow from, like, especially if you're a single mum and you're on benefits. There's loads of high street lenders out there, but they charge so much interest. So, yeah, it's always been beneficial for me to use credit union. Hello.
Hello,
Good
how are you?
morning. I'm good, thank you. Can I please apply for a loan?
Sure. Thank you. I'll just have a look and see when you can apply, my love, OK?
My last loan was Christmas loan, which at that time it was really, really needed because I didn't have like a lot of money coming in at all, and actually quite a stressful period because I was thinking, oh, my kids are not going to have a good Christmas. But I came to credit union, I explained to them my situation, and they was very eager to help me, which was really great. Yeah, and it helped me out. So we managed to have a really fantastic Christmas.
OK, so you can reapply after. You've got one more payment.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
after the 3rd of June, you should be eligible to reapply.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So a couple of weeks' time, you'll be able to come. Make sure you bring your mobile with you, and hopefully it will go straight through the system for you. If not, we can appeal it and do the form.
Thank you so much for your help. Thank
You're welcome. You take care. Bye-bye.
My last loan is still getting paid off, so I've got one more payment to pay off. Once that's paid off, which will be like next week, and then, yeah, I can go ahead and apply again. So, yeah, just got to clear that balance. I am a little bit disappointed, but very hopeful that next time I come, I shall get it. Come there.
People use credit union loans for anything from household goods to holidays. But for some, like Tara from Gloucestershire, it turned out to be a lifeline at a time of need.
It's exciting. Where are we going? Let's go. Good boy.
Tara has been a regular saver with Stroud Valley's credit union for over 13 years.
I was working in a local community project and I saw these people coming in once a week with little passbooks and then handing over their money, and I went over and asked what it was all about, and that's when the credit union was first explained to me, and decided that actually I wanted to be part of that.
Tara saw the difference the credit union made to other people's lives, but only appreciated its real value after a dramatic change in her own circumstances.
6 years ago, my marriage ended and it turned my life upside down. I think I had a vision of what it might be like moving forward, but the actual reality of it was very different. It was very, very hard indeed.
Tara now found herself alone, but with the added responsibility of raising her young son, Tally, single-handedly.
When I first found myself on my own and completely financially responsible for the home and Tally and myself, all of a sudden I had to scrutinise every single penny. I had to look at every single bill, and then you're left wondering and worrying, about whether you're going to be able to cover everything. Did you get the butter out for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. There would be certain weeks of the month where the money had got really tight. September time, there would be school uniform. Obviously, a growing teenager, it would be replacing everything, shoes, trousers, shirts. That would amount to, you know, £150. The cupboards were starting to get bare and that food was having to be stretched out, and there was really only enough meal for one, and the most important person that needed that meal is the young, growing person, being Tally.
Struggling to feed herself as well as Tally, Tara knew something had to change.
I needed to completely rethink things. I needed to be working full-time, bringing in a wage to cover all the bills.
Tara was working part-time as a youth support worker, so she decided to put in more hours. But rather than get her out of trouble, going full-time left her financially no better off. The benefits she'd been receiving were stopped.
I worked my way out of help, and that's when it got really difficult. It's like pulling the rug out from under your feet, essentially. All of a sudden, it's very, very difficult to make ends meet. I find myself where you are only just managing. There's hardly anything left at the end of the month.
So when faced with a domestic emergency, Tara thought she had no choice but to withdraw her savings from her credit union in Stroud.
And I've said, can I take out my money? My washing machine's broken. It would be £200 for the cheapest washing machine that I could buy. And then they've said, why don't you get a really low-cost loan and allow your savings to carry on growing? And that's made perfect sense to me.
One of Stroud Credit Union's founding members who helped Tara through her financial difficulties is David Griffiths.
The loans facility that we provide is mainly for emergencies, where people need a new washing machine or a car repair or MOT or whatever. If you've got savings for, say, £100, you could have a loan for 3 times that amount, £300. And if you've been saving for a long time with this, you get a better rate than if you come through the door and want a loan immediately.
I think that because there is that kind of sort of care attached to it, you don't feel as though you're being sold something. It feels very balanced. There's that balance in the credit union. You can see here for the credit union that I'm currently paying £40 a month by standing order. That is split between paying a loan and also to continue saving. I think that's the really attractive element of the credit union, is that you're not kind of left with that, I've just got a loan and I've just got to pay this back. The whole time you are continuing to save and you are starting to build up a little bit of money.
Good boy!
The credit union were there for Tally and I at a really difficult time in our lives, and now it's still there for us, being able to save for our future.
In London, single mum of 2 Jackie has come to the Peckham Credit Union to try and raise some much-needed cash.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I applied for a loan online.
Yep.
I've just come in to hand in the documents.
I'm at the credit union today to apply for a loan. I've applied for £1,000. This loan is important because I'm taking the kids away on holiday in July, and also as well I have some bills amounting to about £400, and pretty much it's childcare where it backs up that I need to clear as well.
Jackie's been a regular saver and borrower with the credit union for 10 years.
I work in retail for a supermarket. I work in customer services, so I'm a service section leader.
OK, so do you want to just write that on the top there for me?
I only work part-time. Although I do get some benefits to help, it doesn't always stretch to what you need it for. Bills are quite high, so I'm in a bit of a situation where I'm very desperate for the money at the moment.
Where does your wages come
Into my current account.
What, here?
Yeah.
OK, that's fine. So if you can check that, fill that in. I'm going to just go and take photocopies of these, OK?
OK, all right then. I've had loans before to cover various different things. Bills, home improvements, emergency furniture, things like that. I've not always got the amount that I've wanted, but I've got pretty much close to it.
OK, that's lovely. OK, what I'll do is I'll scan that up to the loan department for you and just wait for a text to come through on your phone to let you know what their decision is.
All right then.
All right, thank you. Cheers, thank you.
It's going to be a bit anxious to know whether I'm going to get the full amount or not. Just a waiting process, really.
Jackie will need to come back to discover if her holiday plans have liftoff. Earlier, we heard how city boy Justin had racked up tens of thousands of pounds in debt on credit cards, bank loans, overdrafts and payday loans. But it was when he started using his company credit cards that his debt started to catch up with him.
That's the point. I should have gone home, sat down with Emma and said, something terrible's happened, I've lost my job and it's because of this. Let's get some help. But I didn't. I lied to her when I got back. I said I'd left that job and I got another one to go to. She didn't find out until we had some friends to stay and they saw a bank statement. One morning I woke up and the house was quiet. Emma had left and she'd taken the children with her. And she was right to go, because at that stage I was self-destructing.
Aged 43, Justin ended up homeless and had to move back in with his mum.
I walked around the house with a black plastic bin liner and I put my last possessions into it, some clothes, some pictures, and I was completely humiliated. I was a broken man.
Justin's mum set up a meeting with a debt advice charity which offers free help with financial problems.
The first thing that we did is we went through the financial statement. So I actually told them all my debts. I told them my income, which was actually zero, which is quite easy. They wrote to all my creditors, and I just felt like the cavalry had arrived. You know, suddenly there was someone that could deal with the phone calls. They arranged a repayment plan, so I was paying £1 a month off to the different organisations initially, and it meant I could breathe again.
It was a huge turning point for Justin. He found a new job in the insurance industry, wrote a best-selling book about his life, and became a public speaker, highlighting the problems of gambling and addiction.
I had 2 years when I was desperately trying to repay the debt, focusing everything I could on repaying it. I really wanted to be debt-free, and on the day when I paid off my last penny of debt, I volunteered for the organisation that had helped me, West Kent Debt Advice. I'm now an advisor for WKDA, and once a month on a Monday evening, I sit down with people and try and help them through their problems too. Hindsight's a great thing. I wouldn't want to go through it again, but I feel I'm a better person. Being able to help other people with debt is something now that's really important to me.
Justin's been debt-free since 2014, but isn't taking anything for granted.
I know that one bet, one slip, and I'm right back there again. So when I can try and help with people who are on the journey that I'm still on and will always be on, it just means that I can help them, and in helping them, it helps me.
On that day in August 2013, when all those people read about what an idiot I was, I had to sit down with my eldest son, Harry, who was 12 years old. I looked him in the eyes and I told him everything. He looked me right back in the eyes and said, "Dad, you've mucked up. Don't do it again." I don't intend to. Thank you.
In Peckham,
Hello, thank you.
Jackie has returned to the credit union to find out if she's been given a loan. She's planning to take her 16-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son on a special family holiday to Portugal.
I've never really had the chance of taking the kids abroad, so it'll be a good one.
She's applied for £1,000 to help pay for the trip and pay off some outstanding nursery fees.
The things that may be against me is the fact that I've already got 2 loans out. They've almost been paid off. That could go against me. The repayments and how long it's going to take to pay them off. But the positive is I know that I have money in my savings.
The decision on whether Jackie gets the £1,000 she wants is in the hands of Loans Officer Jay.
So I can see the information on our system is actually matching the new information that she provided. So that's great. The second thing I'm going to look at is her history with us. So I can actually see right now that she's had numerous loans with us and they were all paid back fine. So I can see that she has all her incomings coming into the credit union. Normally, if members had a different bank account, we would actually request 2 months bank statements from them. But where all her incomes are going into our account here, we don't actually need that.
Having done all his checks, Jay calls Jackie back in to give her his verdict on the loan.
I was a bit anxious yesterday, just wondering whether I'm going to get the full amount or not, and if I don't, obviously I have to make alternative plans on what to do.
Hi, Jackie, you're right. Do you want to come in? How you doing? My name's Jay, I work in the Loans Department. You want to take a seat here? Yeah, sure. How you doing today? Good?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, lovely. You've applied for a loan of £1,000. So what are your plans with the funds?
Well, I plan to pay off some nursery fees that I've got backed up and the rest of my holiday that I'm taking in July.
Okay. Anywhere nice?
Portugal.
Because you've been a long member with us, over 10 years.
It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been that long, yeah. You've had no problems repaying the loan.
Yeah.
So we feel like we are able to offer the full amounts.
Okay, thank you.
If you're happy with that, you can sign for the loan agreement here.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy. Thank you.
Oh, lovely.
The kids will look forward to it.
Oh, it's you and the kids, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Sounds amazing. Funds will be available either today after 5 or tomorrow morning. Have you got any questions for us today?
I don't. Okay. I'm just happy. Thanks.
Glad we can help.
Thanks a lot. It was great. I got exactly what I asked for, so I'm happy. I thought they might give me a little bit less, to be honest, because it is such a large amount, and I've never asked for such a large amount before.
The risk wasn't really that high, to be honest with you. She has good savings with us, and she's also repaid previous loans with us very well.
So now I can pay off my fees and I can put the rest of the money down for the holiday, and that will be cleared. And that's everything done.
It's always good to put a smile on people's faces.
I'm elated, so yeah, great.